lads. Drinks on the house. Here. Do you want to hear a funny story? Well, I'm going to tell you anyway, John Joe. Even though, let's face it, you can't understand a word I'm saying, can you?
Yes, también.
Well, it all began with the death of old man Hawkwoodine.
Come on, I know you're in here. Show yourself. I know what you're after, but you won't get it. Not a penny. Not a single penny. No. 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 I knew it. I knew it. My own son.
Good morning, Randall.
Good morning, Snellgrove.
Pronounced nip in the air today.
Yeah, it's quite cold as well, isn't it?
It's bracing, Jeff. Makes you feel good to be alive. Busy?
Well, you know.
Not busy.
No, I'm rushed off my feet, actually.
I know what you mean. Ah, well. Toodlepip.
Tweedledee.
Morning, Charlie.
All right, Bez.
Oh, has something come in? You look busy.
Tax returns, mate. Otherwise, it's as dead as a proverbial.
The proverbial what?
The proverbial dead thing.
Well, we'll survive. Now, I'd better see to my bills. Oh, and, here's my parking ticket.
Another one?
Well, I don't understand it. It's residents parking round my way. I mean, I'm a resident.
You got to get a permit, Baz.
I do? Well. Now, is that new Swedish furniture catalogue in here?
Oh.
What?
You can't just keep buying stuff, Sebastian.
Ah, but it's tax deductible, Charlie.
Yeah, we haven't got the money to pay for it in the first place. I'm not sure you're fully on top of how the tax system works, mate.
Never say the proverbial, Charlie. Something will turn up. You look after me. Always do. That's why we make such a great team. We complement each other. You do the paperwork, and I spend the money.
There's a chicken in here somewhere. I know there is.
Something will turn up. We always manage somehow.
Do you think maybe I should get a second job?
Yeah, like what? Not fridge repairman, that's for sure.
I could teach self-defence. Oh, yeah, what? Come on, Mrs. Brooks, bloody Lee. You fancy your chances? I don't think you know what you're getting involved in here, Jeannie. Come on!
Jeff? Jeff? Jeff, are you all right?
Yeah. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be great if someone just knocked on the door and said, "Oh, Mr. Randall, I'd like to hire you. Incidentally, I do tend to pay over the odds." Come on. Come here, you. So we were just practicing some of our moves.
Are you Mr. Randall?
Yes, Jeff Randall, how do you do?
My name is
Meredith Hortwaldine, and I wish to hire you.
Well, you don't happen to be rich, do you?
No, I am virtually penniless. But tomorrow, I shall be obscenely wealthy.
Check.
Have you got Buckaroo?
Once upon a time, Marty. Once upon a time.
Wyvern?
Yes, dear boy.
What exactly is the system? I mean, why was I allowed down as a ghost for one night to settle my affairs? Is it the same for everyone?
Good gracious, no doubt it'll be chaos, Marty. Absolute pandemonium. Dead people popping up all over the place. No, 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 no. Only the very special are allowed the chance. Of course, in your case, it was a mistake.
Oh.
My father was Sir Leslie Hortwaldine. Of Hortwaldine's freezer systems. The man who made countless millions of pounds revolutionizing the deep freeze industry.
Countless millions.
Yes, and tomorrow I inherit half his fortune.
What happens to the other half?
I have a twin brother, Jasper. A feckless, immoral piece of sewage-eating dross.
You're not close, then?
He would kill me as soon as spit. The conditions of my father's will have thus far prevented him. It stated that unless both myself and my brother were still alive at the time of his death, neither of us would receive anything.
So where do we come in?
I believe my father's death was no accident. I believe my brother was responsible. And I believe that he will attempt to kill me and take my share of the fortune.
Right, so in many respects, Meredith, there's two jobs to do. We've got to keep you alive, of course, and also prove that your father was murdered. So perhaps now we can talk money.
A man was murdered in South America. Martin Hopkirk, big-time civil rights lawyer. It was decided to let him go back to set right some of the wrongs that had been done to him and his people.
But there was a mix-up.
Exactly. And a certain Marty Hopkirk, small-time private dick, went back down instead.
So you can go back down in someone else's place?
Yes, you were to be recalled. But once you'd stayed past the dawn, there was nothing we could do. It was permanent.
So once again, nobody wants Marty around.
Jeff! Jeff! Yes, Mr. Hortwaldine, £1 million seems very reasonable. £1 million? £1 million? £1 million? It's finally happened, Marty.
What?
The case we always dreamed of. £1 million. Just think of the things I can do. I'll pack this in, I'll retire. I'm going to go and live in the Bahamas, yeah.
Oh, well, that's fantastic, isn't it? I'll come along if I may and watch you and Jeannie getting a tan.
It's up to you. Hey, look, if you're not interested, it doesn't matter. It's a relatively simple case. All I have to do is stop somebody from being killed.
Oh, well, lucky them.
£1 million. £1 million. £1 million, yes, I have £1 million, yes.
Ah, good morning, Randall.
Morning, Snellgrove.
You're looking busy. Got a case?
Yeah, just a little something. Yourself?
Oh, you know, bread and butter stuff.
Right.
Randall.
Yeah?
I was doodling in the office earlier, and I came up with something I thought might amuse you. It's an anagram of Randall and Hopkirk deceased. Sad plonker and real dickhead. Which one are you, I wonder? Yeah, and which one was Marty?
It's very good.
Yeah.
No, it's very, very funny,
Thank
but isn't it a tad insensitive with his fiancée stood there?
It's all right, Jeff. Leave it.
See? Where's your sense of humor, Randall? Oh, well, mustache, toodle pip.
Twiddly-too.
Marshall and Snellgrave. Small fry and has-been.
That wasn't an anagram, Jeff.
Yeah, no, it's just a basic insult.
Random and hopeless. Rancid and ex-Kirk.
Grow up, Baz.
Oh, Jeff! Arsehole and Smellgrave.
What are you laughing at?
Arsehole and Smellgrave. It's good, isn't it? I just thought of it.
Ready?
Yep. Come on.
It's Marshall and Snellgrove.
Ah, I'm running a bit late. I'm in the shower. Let yourselves in.
Ah! Come on, Charlie.
You're late.
But you said 11:30, Meredith.
It is 11:34. I'm going up for my morning prayers. Wait for me in the reception room. Don't touch anything.
No, of course not. Wow, look at this, Jeannie. This is very specialist, isn't it?
I say, Charlie. Yes, we've certainly landed on our feet.
All right, who wants to go first?
Well, why don't you, dear?
We've been hired by Mr. Hortledine.
Same here.
Which one?
Jasper.
Meredith.
It seems we've both been hired by a different brother.
Well, just you keep out of our way, all right, Snellgrove? I don't want you messing this up for us.
No, it is you who must keep out of our way.
Yeah?
Yeah!
Come on, we're all after the same thing. Let's be grown up about this.
Stop it!
Bless you.
I'm sorry. I'll spin you later.
Jeff! Buckaroo! 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 Ooh, 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 ooh! Buckaroo! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Buckaroo! Buckaroo! Wyvern!
Listen, guys, Jeannie's right. It's silly to be like this. Here, to show you there's no hard feelings, please accept this.
It's a pen, Jeannie. Marshall and Snellgrove, discreet detection. Wow.
It's silver-plated. We give them out to all our valued clients.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning.
It is, isn't it? How much do you think that's worth, Jeannie?
Pound?
Might well be. No, it's all right, thanks.
No. Please. You never know when you might need it.
Oh, look at me. Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about. You know, I was gorgeous when I was young. Women, girls, men, even the occasional monkey would throw themselves at my feet. Yes, now then, my two lovely gumshoes. Can I tempt you with a hair of the dog?
I never drink when I'm working.
Bit early in the day for me, Jasper.
Oh, well, suit yourselves. And are you going to introduce me to these other two cherubs? Your assistants, no doubt.
We're working for your brother, actually.
How dare he! The dried-up, swivel-todgered little creep! You stay on your side of the house. If I see you in my half, I shall have my two chums here. Tear your throats out! Oh, God! This is intolerable. My nerves are shot. Well, look at me. I'm all a jangle. I shall have to retire. Escort me up, boys. I feel a migraine coming on.
Jeff! Charlie!
You know, I think we're better off with Meredith.
I don't think my brother has ever enjoyed a single moment of his miserable life-denying existence. He takes after father, who was a tight-fisted, humorless bastard. Oh, I mean, look at his half of the place. It still runs on gas.
Isn't that dangerous?
In a nutshell, Squirrel Nutkin. Oh, how I prayed all these years that dear Meredith wouldn't go and blow himself up and scupper my chances of inheriting.
Why are you two living here together?
Another condition of our wretched inheritance. Father always knew we hated each other, so he forced us to live together. He was a bloody sadist. Deserved all he got. Now then, Mrs. Prophet, the family solicitor, will be here this evening. Once the papers are signed, the money is ours. I'm going to lie down. If you two brave lads wouldn't mind camping outside my door. I don't think Meredith would try anything before Mrs. P gets here, but best not take any chances.
Right, Jasper. Toodle pip.
So, you have met Jasper.
Yes. You know he's got his own detectives.
So I gather. No doubt he has got some rank scheme up his silk-lined sleeve. Now then, Mrs. Prophet, the family solicitor, will be here this evening. Once the papers are signed and witnessed, I will require one of you to stay here and keep an eye on Jasper, while the other drives me to the airport, where I have a small aeroplane awaiting.
A plane?
Yes. I am a fully qualified pilot. I aim to fly myself abroad.
Where to?
Only one person will be privy to that information. Mrs. Prophet. I desire a moment's solace. I have placed an extremely uncomfortable bench outside this room. If you will take the time to step outside and avail yourself.
How interesting. I think we're in a position, Charlie, to make Jeff Randall's life very miserable indeed.
Oh, I don't know, Baz. Let's not make this complicated. I mean, what if they do the same to us?
Randall? That Luddite? He's very low-tech, Charlie. There's no way he'd have any fancy listening devices. No, we have the upper hand here, and we need to exploit it.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Sebastian Snellgrove. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Do you smell gas?
Yeah, I expect it's these old gas fittings leaking all over the place.
Jen! Get rid of Jeannie, we need to talk.
Look, Jeannie, I've got it covered up here. Why don't you go downstairs? It'll be a lot more comfortable.
Suits me. This bench was made for a better ass than mine.
Were you looking at her ass?
No.
You were?
I wasn't.
Shush! Don't say anything.
Why?
Don't say anything, they can hear you.
Who can?
That pen is a transmitter. Marshall and Snellgrove can hear everything you say. Wait, we might be able to use it to our advantage. But you were looking at her ass.
Yeah.
You're transparent, you are.
Oh, that's rich coming. Coming from. That's rich coming from. From a ghost.
What none of them could have known, of course, was that before the night was through, 2 more people would be dead.
I never knew there was so much money in deep freezers.
Cryogenics.
What?
Me and Baz did some investigating this morning. Old man Hawtwell made his real money from cryogenics.
What, keeping dead people in cold storage?
Yep. He found a way of perfectly freezing bodies without damaging anything. The Yanks paid him billions for it.
Snellgrove and get into Jasper's room.
Look, he's trying to hide in the cupboard. He obviously doesn't know we're already on the stairs.
Oh, he hasn't noticed the tripwires.
What tripwires?
There aren't any.
Listen, do you want a drink?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Oh.
Just don't tell Sebastian you've been consorting with the enemy.
Oh, no, it's a joke, isn't it?
It was worse when Marty was around. They were always snapping at each other. It's silly when we've all got so much in common.
Maybe that's the point.
Good evening. Celia Prophet, the Hortledine solicitor.
Yeah, come in. We've been expecting you.
Where are the brothers?
They're refusing to come out of their rooms.
Typical. I'll be glad when all this is over. They're a disgrace. Their father was a great man, a very special human being. And I was the only one at the funeral.
Mrs. Prophet, after they signed the papers, what would happen if one of the brothers died?
The other one would get it all.
And if they both died?
That's none of your business.
Great.
Celia Prophet. Good evening, Mr. Hortledine.
It's actually the pressure pads on the floor that release the darts.
£1 million, Jeannie. Have you thought what you're going to spend yours on yet?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh, I'm going to get out of this business, man, and have some fun for a change.
Well, it can be fun, Charlie.
It's stupid working so close to someone and not actually talking properly, isn't it?
You sure you can trust me?
Who cares? Live dangerously.
If you could both witness these, it will all be done. It's finally out of my hands. They're free to murder each other in their beds. Good night to you.
Right.
So what now?
Well, I guess if you keep your Hortledine out of our way, we'll keep our Hortledine out of yours, and, well, we'll all live happily ever after.
Hello, are you there?
Yes?
What do you think my brother will try first?
Ah, well, I bugged him, Jasper, and he's planning to go to the airport and fly abroad.
What? No, then there is no time to lose.
What do you mean?
Wait there.
Right.
Jeannie!
You have to be more alert, Jeff. 90 to 93% of self-defence is alertness.
Twaddle.
I brought you these for sustenance.
Thank you.
That smell of gas is even worse.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's partially down to me.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeff! Jasper's gone down some kind of secret passageway in his room. I don't know where it leads, but he's probably gone somewhere else. So what shall I do? What? What? Thaw him!
Bless you.
Swallow him?
How dare you come barging in here? Get out! Get out!
Look, we've got to get you out of here. Jasper's up to something.
Jeff, what are you talking about?
I don't know exactly, but Jasper...
We must get going. Go!
Right.
Go! Come on!
You take Meredith to the airport. I'm going to look for Jasper.
What?
Just do it!
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Randall, I tell you, we've been out there the whole time. I'm sorry about this, Jasper.
Snellgrove!
Right. I'll look down here. You two search the house. Jasper!
I'll check outside.
Mr. Hortwell-Dine, I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation for this.
Strange to be out of that mausoleum for good, like my life is only just now beginning. Finally, I'm free of the hideous Jasper. Forever.
How could you have lived with so much bitterness?
It is the only thing that kept me going. This cold, dark nugget pulsing in my heart. Hatred, disgust. In some ways, getting away with all the money will be a disappointment.
Mr. Hortwell-Dine.
Doesn't taste the same when you haven't taken a sip first, Baz, mate. Want no more bills, eh?
I'm sorry, Jeff. I was only trying to cheer you up.
Yeah, well, it didn't work. What was it meant to be? Kung fu therapy? I don't think he'll catch on, Jeannie.
Oh, come on, Jeff. It wasn't your fault Jasper and Snellgrove died.
I should have stopped Jasper.
Well, how? How could you have known that he was going to try and blow up his brother and kill himself in the process?
That's what we were hired to do. You know, we should have known.
Look, the whole plan was crazy to try and fake a gas explosion. Jasper blew up everyone except the person he was trying to get rid of.
Yes, I agree, Jeannie. It's nonsense. It's preposterous. And that's why I'm left with the feeling that somehow we were made complete fools of that night.
The usual, Ducky?
Yeah, I suppose so.
One glass of imaginary champagne, of course. By the way, Captain, there's somebody been asking after you.
Who? What are you doing here?
Marty, I've been trying to find someone to help me.
So you thought you'd try sad plonker, or is it real dickhead?
Sorry about that. It was just a joke, but... Hey, how did you know I
I
said...
know everything. I'm a ghost. I was down there the whole time. I'm not a good at it, though.
But then you know what's going on. Marty, they're trying to send me upstairs.
Well, I'd go if I was you. It's not much fun being ectoplasm.
But this is terrible. Look at me. I'm dead. And in white. Nobody wears white.
You know, Jeannie, there's a very simple rule in cases like this.
What's that?
Follow the money.
Follow the money?
Yep. Whoever ends up with the money is probably your villain.
What? Meredith?
That's an idea.
What are you doing, anyway?
Oh, I'm working on my advert for the self-defence, you know, self-defence class, beginner's self-defence, self-defence masterclass.
Self-defence charlatan, if you ask me.
Oh, oh.
Anyway, listen, I'm going out. Have you seen my bag?
What bag?
It's a carrier bag with some shoes in it.
A brightly coloured plastic bag?
No, a black one.
No, not your bag.
Well, whose bag?
Jasper's bag. That's it, Jeannie. Jasper's bag.
It's not right, Marty. When I went in the room, Jasper was there lying on the bed. What's he up to?
I don't know, maybe he was having a little nap.
You're right, with a bomb about to go off.
Well, I don't know, I wasn't there, was I? What's your theory, then?
Maybe he was already dead.
Maybe.
Listen, they let you back to solve your murder. How did you swing it?
Well, you see, only the very special are allowed back down.
Yeah, right. So how did you manage it?
Look, if you don't want my help, then fine.
No. Come on, let's let bygones be bygones. Come on. I mean, can't you help out an old pal? Hmm?
Yes, I can, yes.
Right, great.
You find me an old pal, and I'll help him out.
Right, well, if that's your attitude, Hopkirk, you can just stick it up.
Ladies, if I could just interrupt your cat fight for one moment, I should like to alert you to something.
Marty. Please, I'm begging you now. Please, help me. I've got nobody else to turn to.
Right, I'll see what I can do. Now get out of here.
Thank you. Get out.
He went that way.
The bomb. Tell me about the bomb, Charlie. You said you saw it in Jasper's room that night. What did it look like?
I don't know, I didn't get a very good look at it. It was in a bag.
Blue and white striped plastic carrier bag, yeah?
Yeah.
What?
I saw that same bag in Meredith's room before we left. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but it must have bugged me. You know, it was so out of place.
Hang on. So what you're saying is the bag was there when Meredith was there? And Meredith didn't notice Jasper's bag?
Yes.
Can I get anyone else a drink?
Hey, big fridge, Charlie.
Yeah, well, that's Sebastian.
I'll have a can. Thanks.
Jeff, I need to talk to you about the case.
Listen, Charlie, if you ever want to talk about Sebastian, I know where you are right now.
Thanks.
Look, I'm sorry I've not been much help.
No, it's not that. I do need to talk to you, Marty. Yeah?
Well, look, I've been doing some investigation and Jasper was already dead.
Already dead?
Hey, I wonder what's in here. Whoa, you could fit a dead body in there.
Just one more question. Did you ever see both the twins together at the same time?
Let me get this straight. You believe that Meredith and Jasper were both one and the same person?
Yeah, well, we don't know, Mrs. Prophet. All we're saying is that there are discrepancies.
You see, it may have looked like Jasper was trying to kill Meredith, but it wasn't Meredith who died, was it?
Meredith kills Jasper, keeps the body on ice, then impersonates him just long enough to be eligible for the inheritance. Then he fakes the accident with the bomb.
We were only supposed to be there to witness the two twins were still alive. But when Sebastian accidentally got caught up in the explosion...
Yeah, it's an intriguing theory, but for one fact.
What?
This. They found Meredith's body this morning. They suspect a bomb.
I think we'd better go.
What are we doing here exactly?
A very old, very wise detective once gave me a piece of invaluable advice.
What's that?
Follow the money.
What's that?
Who stands to gain, Charlie? Who's next in line?
Come on, Jeannie, let's face it, the Freezer twins killed each other. And Baz was unfortunate enough to get caught out in the middle. That's it. It's no more sinister than that.
You really believe that? Do you believe anyone's told us the truth since this began?
Well, we're not going to find anything here anyway, are we? The place is empty. I'm sorry, but as much as I don't like not being paid, if you ask me, case is closed.
What about the bomb, then? Why was it already in Meredith's room and Jasper's body?
OK, so what if Jasper's dead, Meredith is impersonating him, he fakes the bomb but doesn't realise Jasper's already sabotaged his plane?
Follow the money, Charlie. Who stands to gain? It's too complicated all round unless someone else is in on it.
Oh, come on, Jeannie, it's giving me a headache.
We can't give up now. It's just getting exciting. Look, feel my heart.
It's like being a kid again, isn't it? Suddenly being alone in the house when your parents have gone out. Suddenly everything becomes sort of,
Charged.
Jeannie, since Marty died...
Jeff, what the hell are you up to?
I'm sorry, Charlie. You know, he's physically fit, but mentally stretched. You got to keep on your toes in this game, Charlie.
Charlie, are you all right? What are you doing here anyway?
The case has just reopened, Jeannie.
What you got?
Sir Leslie Hortledine, he had another son.
What?
After his first wife died, an illegitimate son, Anthony.
I don't want nothing to do with them, all their money. They're a sick family. You think I'm proud that Sir Leslie was my dad? He never cared about me. I was a mistake. I've got a job I love. I've got a life. And it doesn't involve any of them.
As his only surviving son, you stand to inherit everything.
I don't. I know the contents of the will. It all goes to my mother.
Your mother?
His mistress. You're the only person he ever really loved. And she, oh, well, she loved him, not me. Him. She gets it all, not me. Yeah, she's welcome to it. Anyone who touches that money, yeah, they're poisoned.
So hold on, Anthony. You're telling me that now that Meredith is just dead,
So Mrs. Prophet stands to gain all the money, not Anthony.
Yep, she's been behind this scam right from the start, helping Meredith to pretend to be Jasper for just long enough until the money's in place. And then killing Meredith so that she gets the lot.
You think she's done a bunk?
Well, Charlie Marshall's looking for her right now.
Charlie Marshall? I don't know if you've noticed, but do you think him and Jeannie might be...
I wouldn't know.
It's just the way that she looks at him is... You know.
I wouldn't know, Marty.
Do you think they might...
I wouldn't know, Marty. You're asking the wrong bloke. Yeah, he can look after himself, I'm sure. Yeah. No, of course I will. Bye.
She still hasn't found Charlie yet, then?
Nope.
So no sign of Mrs. Prophet, then, I take it?
Nope.
So what we're going to do?
We just sit here. Oh, unless you want to send us on one of your wild goose chases.
It was me who found out that Hortledine had an illegitimate son.
Yeah, and we wasted a whole day traipsing after him when it was his mother who stood to get the money, and now she's got away, and that was £1 million to me.
Yeah, £1 million to you, but nothing to me.
You selfish get, Marty. What about Jeannie?
Well, maybe you'd be happier with Snellgrove.
What?
He wants to come down here and sort everything out.
Do you know, I think he would be more use than you, Marty. You know your problem? You're never in the right place at the right time, are you?
I've been doing all the legwork on this case. Sherlock.
Oh, up yours. All you've done in this case, Marty, is get in the way.
Right. Well, I'll get out of the way. Now, Jeff, the case is yours.
What?
That's it. You can have it. I'm off.
Marty, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Charlie's call, come on.
Marty!
Marty, it's not my business.
But you said it was possible.
Not so loud.
But you said it was possible to go down in somebody else's place.
Marty, it's my job to sort out problems once they have been made, not to make them in the first place. I'm sorry. It's not within my power. Ah. Hello. Would you three like to stay for tea?
Look, the long and short of it is, I'm not sure I want to be a ghost anymore, so you go down.
How? What do you mean?
Look, you go down in my place, be a great ghost detective, but remember, Jeff's the only one who can see you, and don't stay beyond daybreak or it becomes permanent.
Right.
You don't know what it was like, knowing that I was next in line and knowing that nobody would get anything if they didn't outlive their father. As the years went by, I'd got more and more desperate, trying to stop them from murdering each other. And then, finally, 5 years ago, it happened. They had a fight. And Meredith killed Jasper. He came to see me about it. Told me he'd share his fortune with me if we could come up with a plan. It all went fine.
Charlie.
Until Meredith got impatient and killed his father.
Jeff, what's going on?
I could never forgive him for that.
So you sabotaged his plane and made it look like Jasper?
And now you've got all of us here. What next? Are you going to kill us all?
£1 million.
What?
If you let me get away. £1 million.
No.
Oh, think about it.
What do you mean, think about it?
What? It's a lot of money, Jeff. The case is solved.
What about me?
What about Sebastian?
And you must believe me. That wasn't part of the plan. It was Meredith's fault.
Charlie, your partner's dead. You can't let her get away with it. There's right and there's wrong, you know. It'll come back and haunt you.
Oh, look, Jeff, I don't know anything about right or wrong. I'm just trying to make a living. Baz would understand.
Oh, would I?
Would he? I wouldn't be so sure, Charlie.
Think about it. Give me some time alone to put my things in order. And you go outside and think about it.
Mrs. Prophet.
Look, leave it, Janie, please. Let's just leave. Come on, let's leave.
What are you doing, Jeff? We shouldn't leave her in there. I mean, what happens if she tries to escape?
It's all right, Janie. Don't worry. I've got a plan.
What?
Well, at least I did have her. Just wait there a minute.
There's definitely something more to this that she's not telling us.
What are you doing here?
Well, I made a deal with Marty.
Oh,
Said if I
Marty,
kept-
no, what are you doing here? You should be in there keeping an eye on her.
Oh, sorry, I'm not used to this ghost lark.
No, just get back in there.
How?
Walk through the door, you're a ghost.
It's £1 million, Janie.
There are some things more important than money.
Like what?
Hang of it.
Of course you can. Just do it. Feel the force or something.
Okay.
Mrs. Prophet?
Mrs. Prophet? Oh, no.
Jeff, I should never have come back.
Mother? Mother?
She called me. Mother.
Look, Anthony, we tried to tell her. You know, we tried to explain.
Get out! Get out! Leave us alone. All of you, just leave us alone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you for coming to the first of my self-defense masterclasses. And they are masterclasses indeed, for I am a master of self-defense. Now, self-defense, what is it? Well, it's the defense of the self, the physical self, not the emotional or spiritual self. There's other people and other books available on that subject.
Things never quite go how you expect, do they?
Very, very small.
I've come to expect that.
Very small. And it was because I was not aware. You got to think. For this assailant,
Ginny,
he was living inside.
I started to ask you once.
Whether I've been seeing anyone since
Away
Marty.
with it. It's because I was not aware and I didn't anticipate what was going on in my
Well,
surroundings.
there is
He was
sort
living
of
in a
somewhere.
dustbin. And the lighting was bad. I hadn't noticed any of that. I hadn't bothered to think. So before you know it, this little
I thought
chap's
it was
out of his
much.
dustbin and gone mad.
Well, hey, Jeannie,
Right on my
be
lap.
happy.
Imagine
You
that.
deserve
A
it.
small, sweaty thing hanging from your neck happened to me. It shouldn't happen to you. Being aware of your surroundings and anticipating the various outcomes that could arise depending on how you behave. Posture's important. For example, you're slouching now. You're easy meat. To me, you're like a slug. Listen to what I'm saying. Now, I hope that by the end of this course, ladies and gentlemen, like myself, you will be able to say, I will never, ever be vulnerable to a surprise attack.
Oh! Jesus, man! What are you doing? Jesus! Get off us! Will you get off us? I don't just sit there!
No. You'll have to run it by me again, Ducky.
Pay attention, Gomez. The mother's dead, the father's dead, the twins are dead, Snellgrove's dead.
You're dead.
I'm dead. That leaves... I've got to tell Jeff.
Let me tell you my theory. The case is closed. Just because you weren't down here, you think you could have made a difference. Get off!
I think he's broken your nose, Jeff.
Now then, my two lovely gumshoes, can I tempt you with the head of the dog?
But it wasn't Meredith impersonating Jasper.
Oh, no. It was me. A little bit of makeup, no problem. He cut me in, but I got to thinking, why shouldn't I get all the money? Impersonate both of them. Ooh, they must queue up for my morning prayers. And there was only one problem. My mother.
They found Meredith's body this morning. They suspect a bomb.
Those dumb detectives. She still loved my father. So, within a twinkling of an eye, Meredith, Jasper, and my mother were all lying peacefully in one of Daddy's freezers. And I was impersonating the lot of them. Oh, and then it was the easiest thing in the world to change her will in my favour and fake her suicide. And here I am. And am I happy? Well, what do you think?
I'll tell you what I think, Anthony. You're nicked.
What the